wa inna ilaihi raji'un. A bakin gate na kwasin main gate na kwasin bomb in ya tashi. Inna lillahi wa inna ilaihi raji'un. Bakin wajen security, wajen inda ake checkpoint na security. Wannan kike gani.
This is the late evening of Monday, the 16th day of March 2026. All these things started last 3 weeks. Yeah, when the Islamic Boko Haram set started wiping Nigerian soldiers away. Last 2 weeks, just in 1 week, about 100 soldiers were wiped away. They were neutralizing soldiers, capturing barrack, and Boko Haram made one statement. I made mention of it in the video I make that last week. They said that this week that they are going to capture Maiduguri. Maiduguri is the headquarters of Borno State. Boko Haram at the time, they were appointed as the Commissioner of Religious Affairs for the implementation of Sharia under this governor, Andimodu Sheriff, that handed over to Kashin Shettima. So they have been terrorizing this state right from time. At the time, they appointed governor of Borno State. At the time, it seems that their power reduced. At the time, they will resurrect. At this moment, they are all out against Nigeria. And guess what? They promised last 2 weeks that they are going to capture Borno State this week. So it's not a matter of whether this thing was expected. The DSS, the military, everybody, they were aware that these people are going to do this because they promised that they are going to do it. But I do not blame anybody because Nigeria is already a failed state. And Nigeria being a failed state does not mean that we are going to just fold our hands and allow people to cut off our neck. But the problem is so dynamic. The problem is not what people will just understand once. The problem has to do with how many people are supporting this Boko Haram set, how many people are also against them. So if you weigh all these things, you will see the reason why people like me will continue to tell you that the division of Nigeria will be the best thing. Okay, that will just be the best thing. Now, a lot of people are supporting this Boko Haram. After everything they said that they are going to do, the video you are seeing on the screen right now is what happened. Now, these 3 videos you are seeing, one is hospital, one is a post office, and another one is just a walkway close to CCTV camera. They targeted CCTV camera, they targeted post office, they targeted hospital. So, tension is already in Borno State now. And the military, it seems that their response speaks fear into the atmosphere in Maiduguri. Okay, the people I was able to get to, the thing did not happen exactly where they are, but they gave me a direct, a direct hint about what is going on in Borno State right there. And what they are saying is that, listen, military men are not there, police are not there. Okay, so these people are even scared. Anyway, this is not it's not a new thing. What I'm trying to tell people is this. There is a solution to this issue of Boko Haram because Boko Haram need a Sharia state. They said they want a Sharia state. They want a Sharia country. That Sharia that many people love, they said they want Sharia as well. That is the same thing Boko Haram wants. So the people who actually need this Sharia, I have been saying this one time with that number. They should be confined to a particular place. All I want is people to come with the knowledge of this idea. Now, I still have this thing in my mind for so many people who continue to talk about Christians in the North, people who do not believe in these people in the North. But most of these people, they chase them. They confide them to IDP camp where they can't feed well. No medical care, no schools. It is now American missionaries that can expel them, I can't know them, that are building schools, paying teachers, doing all those things for them. So if terrorists could push these people to IDP camp, these people being confined to a place they can call their own country is not a bad thing. We understand that this land might belong to these people, this land might belong to these people. Like, they then confine people to their territory. You want to practice Sharia, go this area. You don't want to practice Sharia, go this area. Let people want to practice Sharia, go with Boko Haram and practice your Sharia. But people fail to, understand this. The reason why what these people want is not amplified is because from Aso Rock to the bush, people want the same thing. They want a Sharia state. They want the same thing. So this is not a matter of this or that. We are not trying to be politically correct here. They want the same thing. Sani Yerima said it is the ambition of every Muslim to make Nigeria a Sharia country. So if this is what Boko Haram have been fighting, ISWAP have been fighting, all these people have been fighting, these people, they never say that they need this, they need that. All they are saying is we want a Sharia state as a country. So I have been saying this time without number, Nigerian soldiers will just be fighting and be fighting. They don't have the solution to this. Fight from now till tomorrow. You are wasting your time. You are wasting your time. This is not to demoralize you, but it is time for people to start thinking. Now, if actually, for example, the military wanted to win the battle of these insurgents and terrorism, you know what they are supposed to do? You arm everybody. Let us have AK-47. If you actually want to win this battle, let us have AK-47. My friend in Burkina Faso, when they gave him AK-47 with one magazine, after 1 year, he did not, commit any crime with the gun. They gave him another magazine, 2 magazines, one AK-47. If we have like 200 AK-47 in one community, Boko Haram will enter there and just go free. No, it won't happen. So, failure of the government not to do this shows that, yes, they are complicit. They know what they are doing. Now, that will take us to what happened in Benue State. Take a listen to this video.
And a report from Benue State has it that the local authority in Kwande Council Secretariat has been accused of disrupting the burial of 11 victims killed by armed herdsmen last week in their homes, accusing the council chairman of sabotage in connivance with higher authority. The 11 deceased family members who arrived at the mortuary for the bodies of their loved ones to be buried were told the council chairman came and took the mortician away, a situation which angered residents of the community as they threatened to break the lock. Mayowa Okonato reports.
It's a sad day for the people of Mbachon community in Yev district of Turan in Kwande local government area of Benue State as 11 families prepare a mass burial for their dead loved ones. Reverend Ezekiel Dachomo, a crusader against Christian genocide from Plateau State, was on ground alongside the American philanthropist Alex Babi to witness the ceremony. In no time, the situation becomes tense as news filtered in that the mortuary attendant has been whisked away to preventing the families from claiming their corpses, which angered the people. Reverend Dachomo and Alex Babi prevailed on the people to remain calm and trust in God as he prays round the building 7 times.
I know they have heard that I'm coming here. Whoever has a hand, instead of them to go and lock the bush to stop the Fulani terrorists to come and kill, they are using the power on us. The truth must be told. Please pray for the president of the nation.
You who refuse to allow the victims to bury their bodies, where are you? You who literally don't allow people who are suffering to just mourn and grieve and bury their own bodies, you refuse. And I would say that you yourself are more evil than the very ones who have killed those people.
The community organizers of the mass burial expresses dismay over the disrupted burial ceremony.
Earlier, before we have our visitors in town, the local government chairman sent his assailants, sent his lieutenants to come and kidnap the mortician, the mortuary attendants.
These people were sleeping. The Fulani terrorists came, ambushed, and killed us. This is not the first time. This is not the 3rd time. This is not the 5th time. Countless times we have been murdered in mass this way, and anytime we bury them in silence, that is how the whole case, everything went silent. And today we decided to make a signboard for what is happening to us so that the world will start looking at it.
Over 70 bodies are said to be in the mortuary killed by armed herders. They call on the federal and state governments to end the attacks. Mayowa Okwato, TVC News, Kwande.
You see, Nigeria government are more dangerous than these terrorists. It might not be federal, it might not be state, it might not be local government, but they are all in circle. Now, people died. Terrorists came and killed these people. Fulani terrorists came to kill them. For them to bury their loved ones, you bring problem because you hear that Ezekiel Dachomo is coming. You hear that an XB is coming. So that these people cannot amplify it to the whole world. You try to play games with people who are dead. God forbid bad thing. What is the meaning of all this? And amidst all this chaos, anarchy, and doom that betide this nation, people are still talking about 2027. I pity everybody talking about 2027. Because what are you talking 2027 about? For what reason? Why are you talking about 2027? Like 2027 is going to bring end to insecurity? Are you normal? 2027 is it going to, change the price of fuel? Or don't forget that tax law that they brought, they just keep it somewhere. You know why? This is election year. So they want to finish up everything 2027 before they will mark you. You will cry. Like you will cry. This place is not a real place. Okay? It's not a real place. I don't know what you're going to do with this information, but I want you to have it in mind that if Nigeria did not cease to exist, like when I mean Nigeria cease to exist, I mean partitioning. Okay? I mean partitioning of this country. If Nigeria did not go through this process of partitioning, Nigeria will be gone, and it will be gone forever under the hands of these murderous terrorists.